Today, I would like to talk about a meso-level approach for analysis and prediction of opinion polarization. Opinion polarization is the level of disagreement among individuals in a social network. And considering time, we talk about the increasing level of disagreement among individuals. Opinion polarization metric is basically a micro to macro mapping. It utilizes the information of individuals, then it tries to transform all of this information into an information that summarizes the whole population, which is the intensity of disagreement. The main goal of this project is to design a model that can forecast whether the society will be polarized or not in the future, given the past interactions of people and their opinions. This model utilizes a meso-level approach, but let's talk about the intuition behind it. If we would like, first consider this signal as the information signal over time. If we utilize a micro level data, we can see that although it is detailed, but it is too noisy, so it can be challenging for forecast. If we utilize a macro level data, we can see that the noise is the least, but there might not be a pattern. That's why we focus on the meso level, because it is less noisy than micro level data, but it is still enough informative for us to predict polarization. There are three objectives in this project. Artificial data generation. We need to design a model that receives a polarization signal, initial condition of opinions, and a social network backbone, and then it provides us with an opinion spectrum, evolution, and a series of social interactions such that the polarization signal of this maps into the desired one. The second objective talks about meso to macro mapping, estimation of polarization in snapshots. First, we need to transform micro level data to meso level data, and then define a metric that utilizes meso level data to provide polarization value. And the third objective is the forecast of opinion polarization using meso level data, which is the ultimate goal of this project. Let's talk about the methods of this, the objectives. The first method utilizes an opinion model and a social graph designer that they work hand to hand in a loop for a specific period of time to generate the opinion spectrum, evolution, and a series of social interactions. The opinion model receives the social interaction and opinions of the past, and it generates the opinions of the future. The social graph designer receives the opinions and the value of polarization at that specific time step. Then it generates a social graph interaction such that the polarization of this and the opinions actually maps into the desired one. The second method utilizes two blocks to map micro level data to meso level data. We have considered polarization as a variance of the whole population. First, we utilize the community detection metric method. So we group individuals that are highly connected, and then using the mean and variance of each group, we have derived a formula that provides the variance of the whole population. And the expected outcomes of this project. We can have an artificial data generator that can be used for other projects and further analysis. We can have an alarm system for better informed decision-making processes. We can provide a new method to estimate polarization, and this meso-level approach will help us to forecast polarization earlier.